Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a reading today. So this is just going to be a solid non-pick a card reading. I did a pick a card reading on this subject. I think it was last week, but I wanted to do a more more specific, more detailed reading on somebody that you may be having a challenge with. Now this can be anything. I want to keep it open-ended. I'm starting to do that with a lot of my videos because I realize that not all of my viewers watch my videos because they are in a twin flame dynamic. Some of them may be in a soulmate situation, a karmic situation. Some of you may not even be watching my videos for love. You may be watching my videos for just life advice. So that's why I want to keep this reading open-ended. Whatever kind of a challenge that you're having about or with another person, okay? So you're having an issue with another person. This person could be a romantic partner. This person could you consider be a twin flame, a soulmate, a karmic relationship. This could be your sister. This could be your friend. This could be your mother, your father, your boss, anybody. So I'm going to keep it very open-ended. I will let you guys kind of pick and choose the messages as I bring them through. So whatever resonates for you is what I want you to take. But if you're finding that the theme that's coming through right off the bat is just not meshing with your situation, then that just means I'm not tapped into your energy. So don't try to make it fit. Just go ahead and click off the video. Maybe I'll connect to your energy next time. But let's just go ahead and get into this reading. I'll let you guys know the decks that I'm using as I use them. This particular deck is called the Oracle Tarot by Lucy Cavendish. So it doesn't have any court cards, just the major and minors, no court cards, but it's a really cool Oracle Tarot deck. I really like this deck. So let's just go ahead and shuffle it. And what we're going to do is we're really going to focus first on this other person. So the person that you're watching this video for, the person that you have in mind, we're going to be tapping into their energy and just kind of seeing what the situation is, what the issue may be for them, what their current energy is, why they're acting a certain way, why you're feeling at odds with them, or why they're feeling at odds with you. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some information here. So Spirit is bringing through this card. It's called Tradition. This is an energy here of the Hierophant, okay? Now it says nostalgia and reflection, which is kind of cool because I wouldn't necessarily read the Hierophant as this. I would read it as a card of tradition, a card of integrity, a card of how somebody was raised, who they are. It's kind of like this energy of doing what's right. So right off the bat, I'm getting this energy that you're dealing with somebody that might feel like they're convicted and that's just who they are and they're not going to budge. This is just who they are and that's just the way it's going to be. So if you're dealing with somebody that's in this energy where they're being very stubborn and they're just basically saying, look, this is just the way that it is and I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that, then I'm connected to your energy. But I'm also getting nostalgia and reflection. So as this person is being very hard and as this person is either being very distant towards you, they are nostalgic about your connection. They are reflecting on it. They are at least thinking about it. They could be missing you. So even if you had a falling out with somebody and things, didn't go well and they're just being very hard towards you, I do see that they still feel a connection to you. I do see that they still are nostalgic on your connection. They may miss you. They may feel good feelings towards you, but they're certainly not going to let you know that because they're very much in there. This is just how it is. This is just who I am and I'm not budging. That's the energy that I'm getting here. I'm also just got to, before I even say what this is, I just got here that this is an energy of somebody who may already be in another relationship. So if you are dealing with somebody that is married or in another connection with another individual, this is kind of like the energy that's coming through as in, look, I have to dedicate my time and my energy. I'm trying to do the right thing by my situation. I don't want to be in this third party situation anymore. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to my partner. I just want to try to do the right thing. But they are nostalgic and reflecting about their actions. But they do miss you is what I'm getting, or they do feel badly about what has transpired here. Because now I have the card of a rejection, 4 of Cups, okay? Now this one says nervous about change. Now this is the deal. When it comes to the 4 of Cups energy, the 4 of Cups means that there's just something that we're just not partaking in. This is a rejection. So somebody is basically telling us no, or somebody is telling us, you know what, it's just not the right time, or I don't want to talk right now, or whatever the situation is. So you might naturally take this as a rejection. You might take this personally. It might make you very nervous that this person is going to let you go for good, that this person is basically done with you forever. And the thing is, I mean, anything is possible. You know, people have the right to basically make decisions based on what's best for them at the time or moving forward in life. You may be a part of that, you may not be a part of it, but there is a sense of rejection that's coming through here. And that makes you very nervous. You're very nervous about this new change. You're very nervous about this person's energy towards you now. You're not quite sure what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and get an additional message here. We have the two of, what is that? The Two of Wands, your own power. You're not powerless in this situation, you guys. So if you feel very shut out, or you feel like the third party, the third wheel, if that's the case for some of you, or if you just feel shut out, you do have your own power. You do have the choice with the Two of Wands to basically focus on your own thing. You don't have to give all of your power over to this other person. You don't have to put the decision into their hands, as in to make a decision. You know, you've got to say so in this situation too. So maybe perhaps if this person takes some time and they reflect, and maybe perhaps they come back, you may have a decision to make whether or not you want to continue on with them, or if you want to let them go as well. Maybe this time apart will be eye-opening for you. You might be very afraid of this new change, but maybe as time goes on, you will find your own power again and you will be just fine. And maybe they will return because they're nostalgic, and maybe you guys will come to some sort of an agreement at another time. But right now it looks like somebody is rejecting somebody, and you're feeling this rejection. You're feeling bummed out about this rejection. And it's because of somebody's belief systems. It's because of how somebody thinks things should be, or what they're trying to do. They're trying to do the right thing is what I'm also getting to. So, but the main energy from this person is that they truly believe right now that how they're acting and what they're doing is the right thing for either them or the right thing for the connection. So I'm not necessarily seeing this energy coming through as somebody who's deliberately trying to hurt you, but it's just who they are and where they're at in their headspace right now that's causing this disconnect. You know, or they could be reacting from something that transpired between the two of you. So why don't we go ahead and get some Rebel deck energies as well as therapy flashcards. So these therapy flashcards, we're just going to go ahead and see if Spirit can give us an indication of another energy that this person may be operating under. Trigger. Okay. So it could be that you triggered them in some way. Okay. You may have said something, you may have done something, and it's not about a blame at all, but you could have triggered something already existing within this person. Maybe you triggered the fact that, like, if it's a third party situation for some of you out there, and they were seeing you and they were also, you know, involved in their other situation that they're not letting go of. They could have been triggered at some point to realize that, you know, I don't feel good in this energy. I feel very badly. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to my partner. I don't feel good. So they became triggered as they continued their connection with you. If it's not a third party situation, I'm just seeing that they may have pulled away from you because there was something that happened that triggered them. It triggered this response of them basically becoming kind of withdrawn from you and rejecting you. But I'm seeing that it's happening for you to find your own way. Maybe you were too codependent on this connection. Maybe they were also too codependent on you. That could be for some of you out there. They want to find their own power without you. Maybe they are, you know, really reliant upon you for something, and they don't want that energy anymore. They want to find their own way. They want to be powerful on their own. They don't want to need you. That could be it for some of them as well. But we do have a trigger. Someone was triggered. There was some kind of an issue that this person has that's unresolved. And so dealing with you, it caused a trigger. And so this trigger response was to go into this energy and to shut you out. So that's what I'm getting for this reading. So let's go ahead and get a message here from the Revel deck. It's not everybody else's fault. It's yours. Now, this is the deal. This could be this person's thought towards you, as in maybe they think that you are always in that energy of blaming everyone else for your problems. And maybe they're tired of it. That could be it for some of you out there. But it could also be that this person is constantly blaming other people for their issues and their problems and how they feel. And what Spirit is saying here is that it's not everybody else's fault. It's yours. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. So this energy, for some reason, is here. Either they feel this way about you, or this is truly what they're going through right now. One of the two. But it's difficult because when we're triggered, sometimes our triggered response is it's everybody else. It's their fault. If they would just do this, or they would just do that, or if they would change, I would be happy. This is very easy to fall into this energy. Now, this could also be your energy. You're watching this video. You're becoming triggered by this person's you're getting triggered by this person's reaction towards you or their energy towards you. It's causing you to blame them for your pain. It's causing you to blame them for what's going on in your life now. So there's a triggering response that's happening where somebody's blaming someone else. But what we need to realize is that what is happening here, or what has happened here, everybody has to take responsibility for their own actions in the situation. Nobody is innocent. Everybody is working with the tools that they have at the time. Everybody's doing the best that they can do with what they have to work with at the time. So if you're blaming this person, or if this person is blaming you, this is something that's happening here. It's causing people to reject. It's causing people to stay at a distance. It's causing a disconnect in your connection. So why don't we go ahead and get some words that this person may have right now to you. So maybe some things that they're either thinking or things that they want to say. Maybe these are things that they did say. So this twin flame messages, this does not have to be a twin flame connection. This could be for any kind of a connection. So I'm still going to use these the same. These are available in my Etsy shop for sale. If you guys are interested, I'll put the link in the description box below. All right, so let's go ahead and get a message. Something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Somebody is still confused. So if you're wanting to resolve something with someone right now, there's still something that they're trying to figure out. They're still either going to continue to not speak to you. They're still going to continue to be indifferent towards you. You guys are still going to have some sort of an issue. And the reason why is because something is still missing. Somebody is still trying to draw a conclusion. They're trying to understand something, and they haven't quite figured it out just yet. They just haven't. So if you're wanting somebody to return right away or to figure it out, they need time. That's just what I'm getting. They need time. Something is still missing for this person. This person is still not whole. They still need to go and figure something out. So if you're having a hard time letting them go, really fearing this change, as in, I don't want to let this person go. I really fear this change. I fear that I'll never see them again. They have to figure something out. Something's still missing for them, and they got to figure out what that is. You can't try to force it. They have to figure it out for themselves. So this might really trigger you to want to blame them and project your anger onto them and just blame them for everything. But what I'm getting here is that people have to find their own power and to take responsibility for their own actions in this situation. So what I'm getting here is that this whole situation is really blameless. It's really no one's fault why it happened. You have two people that entered into a situation together, and both people played a part in its demise or issues or problems. Yes, of course, there may be somebody here that's, got more issues than the other, but it's not even about that. I'm just getting here what Spirit's advice is that it's time for us to stop blaming each other. It's time to stop blaming everyone else and really take the time to look at ourselves. And I feel that's one of the reasons why this card is here, reflection. People need time to reflect on their own actions, to kind of figure out who they are and what they're doing and what kind of, situations they've got going on over and over again in their lives. What kind of patterns are constantly following them around or even following us around. We need to take some responsibility as to why we're at this place again with either the same individual or why we always seem to end up in a crisis or a problem with people. There may be something that we need to reflect and look upon. We may need to look at our own actions. Are we acting with integrity? Are we acting the best that we can possibly act? Are we acting with people's best interest in mind, or are we thinking about ourselves? This could be the other person as well. There's definitely this energy here where people really need to work on themselves. So if you're trying to force a reconnection or try to force a solution, I'm getting here that you need to just kind of do you. Take your own power into consideration. Rather than sitting around and letting the inaction or the actions or what this person said to you trigger you, don't waste your time in that energy. Do not waste your time in that energy. Also, don't waste your time being nostalgic and sad over somebody that's rejecting you right now. That energy is not going to empower you. It's a time for you to find your own power, realize that you do have control in the situation. You don't need to be a victim that's just sitting there just taking it. You don't need to be in a state of blame either. But realize that there's something that's still missing and people need to figure it out. And until they figure it out, they may not want to come back with you. They may not want to talk to you. Or you may not want to deal with them because of it. It's not just about them. They don't hold all the cards in the situation. You hold those cards too. So something's just still missing for someone. So let's go ahead and take a look at your energy. I think that that's that is very important to see where we might be adding to the situation. Where may we have gone wrong? Where may we have, just completely thought we were in the right and maybe we weren't. Maybe we were doing something, Again, no one's really we're not doing the blame game here, but we're just trying to figure some things out. So let's go ahead and get in touch with your energy, person watching this video. Well, we have justice. So justice here is about making honorable choices. So what I am getting, and again, this is not the blame game, I am seeing here that you are making honorable choices. Now, it's not, you weren't perfect in the situation, I'm sure. I'm sure that you may have done some things or said some things that added to the situation, but you are trying to just be fair and honorable at this point. I am seeing that the other person is not in that energy. They're in this energy of being very rigid and just kind of wanting to see things their way. They can't see things your way just yet. So this is about allowing people the time to balance the energy and balance those scales, to come to a conclusion, to make a decision. Yeah, we have the Tower. Now, this is the good news, though. The Tower is very necessary. So the Tower is necessary in this connection. Your connection, your situation needed to come crumbling down. The reason why is because there was something faulty within the foundation, and that's why things have crumbled. So there's a reason that this happened with your connection. There's definitely a reason here. This didn't just happen just because. It happened because something was faulty to begin with. And so this is an opportunity for us to adjust, readjust where things may not have been right. Balance the scales. Maybe your connection was not equally balanced. Maybe one person was giving way more than the other, and that's something that needs to change moving forward. Maybe you just realize, I don't want to be in that type of a connection with somebody that's not willing to give to me as much as I'm giving to them. So it might be that this is one of the reasons why it's crumbled, is for you to realize, you know what? It's probably not a good situation for me anyways. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to just go in another direction and just completely be done with the situation. Okay. But the advice that came through before was try not to take hate and blame with you, because that's not going to help you moving forward in other connections. We have the Seven of Wands, taking a stand. Look at this. This is a standoff between two people. Two people think that they're in the right. Now, I do see your energy, though, as you are more in this energy of wanting to make the honorable choice and do the honorable thing and kind of be fair. The other person, I'm not saying they don't feel that way, but you're more in the energy than they are. And so something came crumbling down, and now there may be an opportunity to rebuild, but it is about taking a stand. It may be that if you decide to reconnect and reconcile with this person, or maybe they reach out to you, reach out to them, I'm still seeing that people are still wanting to take a stand. They're still very much on the defense with the Seven of Wands energy. This is definitely two people that aren't sure if they should move forward with this connection, if they're just going to continuously get the same kind of energy, if anything's really going to change here. Is there still going to just be some bullshit that's going to happen again? So there is an energy of a choice with the Justice card. You do have a choice to make. You are not powerless in this situation. So if you've let somebody else just kind of, stop talking to you, ghost you, and basically make you feel like, kind of left you holding the bag, You are not powerless here. You can take a stand with this person if perhaps there is an opportunity to rebuild. You can tell them that, hey, you know what? This isn't going to work for me moving forward. So you have the opportunity to basically say what you want and say your piece, and so do they. And then you guys may make a decision to carry on or to completely, be done. Now, the opportunity may not come for some of you out there watching this video. So what I'm getting is that the stand that you take is, okay, something's done. Maybe something was meant to just be taken from my life. Maybe this is just a situation that I've wasted too much time on already. So the stand that I'm going to take is that I'm done. I'm going to take a stand. I'm going to be independent. I'm going to own my own power, and I'm going to focus on me. I'm not going to give this person any more time or energy from me. I'm going to do my own thing. That could be it for some of you out there. Actually, let me go ahead and get a behavior card to see if there's any kind of energy that's coming through for you. We have repression. Ooh, you feel very repressed. It could be that this connection, this situation has made you feel repressed. You may be one of those people that you're normally not repressed. You're one of those people that normally is just like, this is how I'm thinking, this is how I'm feeling, this is what you're like a go-getter type of a person, or like a hands-on, let's deal with this. You might be dealing with somebody who is repressing this energy. Like now you feel repressed. You feel like you can't take a stand. You can't fight for something because this other person isn't allowing you to do that. This person is basically saying, no, I need time. And you're like, oh my God, I just want to work on this. Let's just get through this. And they're like, no. So it's causing you to feel very repressed. But the thing is, I am seeing transformation here with a tower. This might be exactly what you needed in order to balance some kind of shit out within yourself that maybe wasn't good to begin with. Maybe you had an issue here and it's triggered this other person. But now you guys are both learning from the situation. You're learning about yourself. You're learning through this repression, through this not being able to work something through, by somebody telling you no, by somebody basically saying, I don't want the same things as you, or I don't want this ever, or whatever the disconnect is, whatever the, what is the word I'm looking for, rejection is. You feel very repressed now by this rejection, but it might be exactly what you need in life in order to change or do things differently next time in other situations. So this might be a good lesson for you. Let's go ahead and get an advice from the Tough Love Rebel deck. Get over yourself and pull your shit together. So that's what Spirit's telling you. Just get over yourself. Help people, give back, do shit for humanity. So what they're telling you here is you got to get over this shit right now. You got to pull your stuff together because you've got work to do. You've got something that you need to do in order to, help humanity. So for some of you, maybe you are a person that, is a giving person. You have the type of a job or occupation where you need to be of service to other people. So it is time for you to get over it and to pull your shit together and basically take a stand, take back your power, stop feeling so repressed, stop feeling so depressed over this regression. And basically just take these changes, take this new set of circumstances, and just take the time to balance out your own energy. That's just what I'm getting. Take the best lesson that you can from this instead of blaming, instead of feeling regretful. Really balance out your own energy and really take a more honorable approach. The honorable thing to do is to take responsibility for your actions. Take responsibility and just try not to blame so much. Really just balance out your own energy. That's what I'm getting here. Now, you know what? I want to go ahead and get a message from you to this other person, okay? And for some reason, my camera just went blurry, so let's try to... I'm just trying to reestablish the thing. But anyways, it doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. So this is the deal. What you're saying to this person here is you feel damaged. You feel damaged by this. You feel damaged by their behavior. You feel damaged by their rejection. And you're saying, I don't even know if I can do this. I don't even know if I can move forward with you. I don't even know if I can give you a second chance or basically work this out with you. I may want to, but I don't know if I can. It might just be too damaged. There might just be too much damage here. And you might be thinking that for the other person as in there's just too much damage that we just can't fix this right now. Nothing is irreparable ever. It just means that maybe right now things are just too heavy. Things are just too much. There's just been too much water under the bridge, too much destruction to be able to fix this right now. And where I see the other person's at anyways, it doesn't really seem to me like they're banging on your door or blowing up your phone in order to fix this. So you're telling them, I feel damaged, like I just can't do that. Maybe that's something you actually tell them when they return to your life. you know what? I understand that you needed time to figure this out, but you know what? Too much time has gone on. I just don't think I can pick it up and do it again. That literally might be words that you say to this person moving forward. So let's go ahead and take a look and see. Let's go ahead and see what you're supposed to learn from this. Okay. What are you supposed to take from this at the end of the day? Because nothing is worthless. Everything has value, even pain, even circumstances where, you know, you meet someone, you feel like it's amazing. You feel like it's meant to be. You feel like it's going to work out. You know, you and this person are going to know each other forever. And sometimes that's the case. And other times it just isn't. People change or people have certain issues and there's nothing that you can do to fix it. So let's just see what this person's supposed to take from this connection as well as yourself. This is the Power of Love cards by James Van Pragh. Okay, what is this person that you're watching this video for? What are they supposed to take and learn from the situation? Kindness. So the thing is, it's not that this person isn't kind or anything like that, but they could be learning from you how to be more kind, how to open up their heart, okay? And the thing is, maybe you're a very kind person and you rub off on them, or maybe just dealing with you in some sort of way helps them to become more compassionate. This is also about being a humanitarian. This is somebody who is sharing their energy with others. So it could be that they connected with you in order to basically now take that energy and share it with the world and to become a humanitarian. And that's what it says. It says you are a humanitarian. Made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. So it could be that your connection with them for some reason allows them to basically be more kind and to share their love and light with other people. Let's go ahead and see the value of the lesson for you, person watching this video. We have patience. Oh, wow. The thing is that you may not be a patient person. You may be so used to getting what you want when you want it. And this is really requiring you to learn a lot of patience with dealing with this person, because as we can see, this person is rejecting you. This person is putting you on hold. This person is telling you no and you want yes. You want to hear yes, and they're telling you no. So you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. So you're learning that patience is required with this connection. Now you may have it, you may chuck it, you may embrace it. The choice is yours. We have the free will to learn something and take the value of this connection, or we can say, I'm done, fuck it, who cares, I'm over this person. You have the free will to do that. Or you can stop blaming, you can take accountability for your own actions, and you can learn that, you know what, not everything is going to happen when we want it to happen. We have to allow other people to basically come to their conclusions to see if they want us in their lives or not, or if patience is required from you, the person watching this video. As in, it's not about being patient and waiting for them. It is about moving forward with your life, because we already did get that message from Spirit, which is make sure that you focus on other things. Own your own power. Take your power back. Don't waste your time crying over the situation. So it's not about being patient and waiting for them, but you are learning that, you know what, sometimes you just got to go with the loving rhythm of the universe and loving rhythm of flow. And that's where the blessing of this connection is going to be. So if this person can learn more kindness from your connection, from dealing with you, and also sharing their light with the world, then the blessing of this connection has been reached. And if you can learn patience and learn just to love and to just basically allow this energy to transform and to just basically flow you on with your life, then you have learned the blessing of this connection. So this connection is definitely about learning more kindness and learning more patience when it comes to where people are at on their journey, where you're at, and how sometimes we're just not on the same level, and sometimes we're just not on the same wavelength. And it doesn't mean one's better than the other. It just means that we're not vibrationally matching for some reason, and maybe people need time to grow, and maybe this connection could come together again, and maybe it's just like you guys have gone as far as you can right now or in this lifetime, and now it's time to move forward. So what I want to do is I want to end this reading with some messages from Spirit on the future of this connection. What is the possible future of this connection? There's always the possibility of things turning around. Nothing is ever lost. But what does Spirit really want us to know today about the future of our connection with this person? Okay. What do they want us to know? What do they want us to know? Sorry, card fell. Card fell. Well, the card that did fall is follow your dreams. So as long as you're following your dreams, that's the Ace of Wands, and owning your own power, you really can't go wrong. Not all is lost, okay? This connection may be a part of you figuring out what your dream is, now allowing you to follow your dreams. Maybe this rejection allows you to create, it inspires you to want to be a better version of yourself. And so this is another positive of this connection. So I just see that the energies of the future, people are following their dreams, they're following their passions. The Ace of Wands can also be an indication of a brand new beginning and a fresh new start. That could be it for some. But we do have the Seven of Pentacles, and it's got a big question mark. What do we want to do moving forward? Do we want to continue to invest in this connection, or are we going to go in a different direction? Well, I do see people following their dreams. They're following where they're inspired to go. I don't necessarily see like they're following their heart. They're following their instincts. That's Wands energy, passion, fire. They're following how they are feeling, like where they're being driven. I do have the Star, though. The Star does tell me that there is hope for healing in this connection. There is hope that people may see the light, that there may be a renewed sense of faith here, that healing may be restored in this connection. So I'm seeing that as long as people are following their own dreams and kind of taking care of themselves and kind of going back to the drawing board and figuring out what they want to do moving forward, they may start to see some sort of light. You may start to see like a renewal of some sort, or a chance or an opportunity where you want to renew this connection, where you want to work on it. You may see the hope in the healing of the future. You may see that not all is lost in this connection. And this is something that might just come a little bit later. It might not be right now. It might be that through time, people heal, they see the light, they return, they reach out, something like that. So this right here is called The Secrets of the Mystic Grove Oracle Cards by Arwen Lynch. I'm going to link her cards in the description box below. They're on Amazon, which is great. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, it's always fantastic to order off of Amazon. But anyways, love this. And then this is the Theta Wave Oracle. And I got this off of Etsy, and I'll list them as well in the description box below. So what are some of the themes for the future? I love it. Do you see this? Growth. There is definitely growth for this connection. Your connection will grow. The people involved in this connection will grow. There's definitely something that has happened to enrich ourselves and enrich our lives. So this is fantastic. I love it. So let's go ahead and get a message on this. Direction, navigation, guidance, and signs. So I am seeing here for this connection for the future, people are going to grow. They are going to navigate. They're going to be guided by the signs that they're being given when it comes to the direction that they want to take in your connection, as well as how you want to grow in this connection and just your own personal growth. So these are, to me, are very positive in the direction. The direction that the two of you are headed, you guys are both growing. So things are enriched. I'm not seeing stagnation. I'm not seeing where things are at a dead end. I'm seeing that as you guys continue to follow your dreams, you guys are basically being led by the star. We did just see this. You're being led by the star's energy. So when we are following our intuition and we're following what we're passionate about, it's like the stars are leading us in the right direction. The stars are aligning for us. We're receiving signs and guidance on our path as we continue to grow. Okay, let's get another energy here. I have opportunity. So there may be an opportunity for you and this person to grow and to come together once again. Okay, the opportunity may present itself and people will make a decision, a choice, an opportunity. I think it's very interesting that I have two cards and we have opportunity on both of them. There's definitely an opportunity in the future for a reconnection or for people to work things through or to heal from this, for sure. And we have a decision. It will cause people to make a decision and a choice to select whether or not they want to move forward. Or maybe it's just two people coming together apologizing, having the conversation, and gaining closure and moving on. And for some of you, maybe it's an opportunity to basically move forward in a new direction with each other, because now we have an opportunity for a new direction and growth, as in we've both grown. We've both grown from our problem. We've both grown from what has happened here. And so now that we've grown, now we can take things into a new direction. Last message. And we have adversity. You know, you guys have grown from the adversity. You guys are not meant to be perfect. You guys are not meant to be the same. You guys are meant to basically rub each other and trigger each other the wrong way for growth. That's the thing. So you're in this connection to learn something about yourselves and about the connection. So there is adversity here. People aren't meant to be on the same page. And the reason why is because if we were meant to be on the same page with everybody getting along all the time, we're not really going to learn anything. We learn from adversity. And the last message, contemplation, reflections, rumination, and musings. I love it. So contemplation, reflection. We started this reading with that message. People reflecting on what has happened. People are reflecting on their own behaviors and just basically reviewing what's happened here. So they're contemplating. So I'm seeing that in the future, people are contemplating a decision on whether or not they want to take things in a new direction. And I see more energy focused upon the positives rather than the negatives, rather than people closing up and closing things off. I am seeing more hope for the future in this connection with somebody that you've had an issue with, rather than things just being irreparable. I'm seeing with the star being the last energy here for the future, and decisions and contemplation and direction, growth, opportunities. I'm seeing that there's an opportunity to heal. And I'm seeing that there's an opportunity for people to work things through in this connection. It's not a guarantee, but the opportunity is there. It depends on the decisions that we make moving forward. If we're going to continue to blame, if we're going to continue not to take a look at ourselves and to grow, or if we're going to just continue to stay stubborn and stuck, and I'm right and I'm not moving past that, I'm convicted and that's the way it's going to be. We can either stay stuck and stagnant in that energy and not grow, or we can take a good look at ourselves and see that nobody's perfect and that everybody needs to, figure things out for themselves, but just in different ways. Doesn't make one right or one wrong, but people need to take responsibility for their own actions. And that goes for you, the person watching this video, and the person that you're watching this video for. So I definitely see good things on the horizon. I see that this is definitely a connection where people were meant to learn something significant, and not all is lost. There is still hope with that star. So I hope that reading helped some of you out there watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.